Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Double time! Double time! 3 down, 3 down! Hey, check it out!
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line. Here we go. 180! 21, 21. You ain't doing nothing, Jay. I got you. Get hot!
Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go,
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
13. Check 3. Hey, gun. Lucky.
This is Mostert. Able to slither by. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right, here we go. 180! I'm scared. Hey, switch gears.
Mostert. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 18 yards, first down Niners. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
I got you. 54. Too little, cut. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings.
I got you. Check 54. 1, Omaha. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch it.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, gun. Hey, check. I got you. 13. Hey, gun.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, Delta.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Shit. Watch this.
Hey, goal 66.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Line 20.
Get in the white room. Get in the white room. Out.
Rip.
Get. Hey, turn it up. Tighten up. Watch the edge.
On second down, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
You think you won't get this?
Easy. Check it, reload.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady letting one go deep here for Gronk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check nickel.
12. Hey, gun.
90 is a mic.
Here we go.
Now Mostert. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Mostert. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Here we go. 21. Huge off talking.
Under 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
90 is the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Hey, high 7. 2, 2, 2.
Rip right, rip right. 90 is the mic.
Hey, 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 hey.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Right there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, 49ers 0.
Here we go, here we
And
go.
it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11. 5.
Check right 39. Check right 39. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, John.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Wait, set. 29. It's Alpha.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Alert.
Throwing on second and long. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Niners' 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check 24. Check 24. Switch.
Hey, check it.
Under crunch. Check.
Alert.
Check. Hey, watch it.
When he hit. Let's go up. No, 66.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
taking it in from 2 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. Their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, gun.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 16. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. It's Coleman here, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Alabama. Hey, 66.
Here's Jones. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Slam. He's coming. We got double up.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 72. Crunch. Check 52. Check 31. Check 31.
Sugar.
Joker. Check 43.
72.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
36-yard line.
Wait,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Shift. Watch safety creep. Watch it.
Let's go. No, 66.
Big edge.
72.
Quick dance. Go. Watch.
72.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 99. Check
50.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Check 9, check 9.
36, 36.
Shadow. Shift. Watch the shift. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Regular, regular.
Kill.
Grip. Check 25.
They'll go with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Here we go. 12, 12.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, Will. Hey, gun.
I got you.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
Bravo. Hey, gun.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Check it.
Check 4.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
You got time. You got time right there.
Sugar.
Shotgun now for Brady. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Here we go,
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Down to lose one.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Hey, Alpha.
54, right there.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Go, go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
54, right there, 54.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man.
Check. Check. Hot.
White.
Check.
Jerick McKinnon, 2 years in the making, gets his first 49er carry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Here we go. Wait, Edie! They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. I got this.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 13 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Say. Hey, Bolt 66. Rip.
Sponge. No. Check. Fresno.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now. Ozzy.
Tight.
Go bandit.
Alert 3. Mike's 54.
Check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Shifts by him. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, they're running with Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, gun.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I got this. All day, every day, any day.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devin White. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Switch gears.
Hey, check it.
Shit.
Watch the safety creep. Alert. Out. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Bust through the tackle. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike.
Back to throw. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
21. Ball.
Check nickel.
Watch twist. 21.
Check.
Now Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Nick! 154. All you need is head. Hey, wahoo!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
11.
Big stop. Let's go.
I got you.
Mike 54.
Come on, baby.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. This is Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hold 50. Alpha. 72. Check 3. Check 15. Alpha.
Again, it's Jones. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Wait, 20. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Sugar. Let's go, no, 66. Check 13. 53, Linda.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now